We are back. Sam Seder on the Majority Report. Emma Vigeland out today. Pleasure to welcome to the program Joel Lava, organizer with Tesla Takedown in LA. Last week was your ninth straight week protesting, Joel. And I got to say, well, first tell us about what Tesla Takedown is and what the thinking is behind it, because I actually think that it's really, generally, I'm not a big consumer protest guy, but I think this one is incredibly effective. But tell us why you guys started, how you got started in this.
I actually agree. I think boycotts and protests aren't always effective. Like the fire protest, the post office protests are barely getting coverage. But Elon Musk, as the owner of Twitter, who tweets 200 times a day and is a sensitive fella, his source of power and wealth is primarily Tesla and his ownership of Tesla. So the thinking was to go directly at Tesla to tarnish the brand and bring down the value of his brand and directly impact his power and wealth. So that was the thinking, and it's been pretty effective so far. It started just I started 9 weeks ago. I was one of the first. I didn't do it coordinated with anyone, just had to do something other than just scream at our phone. So we went out, and it started as 2 people 9 weeks ago, and it's gotten up to 300 at a couple locations. And the stock has come down. It's doing a little bit of a dead cat bounce right now, but things are going really well.
It's interesting, I know they're doing it here in Gowanus on Saturdays at noon. I know this because there's at least 1 or 2 people around this area who is putting up signs. And I also noticed, what I've been noticing is that somebody's also putting flyers, could be the same person or other people, putting flyers on people's Teslas, saying, sell your car. And so what is give me a sense of that relationship between his wealth and power. It's not just a matter of annoying this guy, right? I mean, there is a serious impact potential for him, it seems to me, if that Tesla stock continues to drop. And we know that they have problems in Europe because people just aren't buying the cars like they used to.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, first of all, we know it can't be forgotten that going after Tesla and Musk is really going after Trump and the people who control Trump. And we know that Trump values really wealthy people because he feels accepted. So there's that really childish dynamic at play. Also, it's been reported that if the stock falls to a certain point where it goes under 100, Musk will be a victim of margin calls. He loses all his leverage, and it could throw him into serious financial jeopardy. And I think if we were to succeed at all that, it shows the power of the people in a very quick amount of time. And that means we can be more empowered to take on other challenges with our protests.
Now, where did that number $100 come from? Right? Because I know I've been looking at the Tesla stock, and it almost doubled after the election. And the question becomes, did Musk, go long on the stock? What's his margin? Is he borrowing against it? I mean, he's definitely borrowing against it, I think, for income and to finance other things, but nobody knows where those loans have valued the Tesla stock. Right? So is 100 a speculative number? Or do you guys have reason to believe that number is, there's more to that number?
No, I've seen reports. It's like, I saw somewhere around 70. I haven't seen actual verification. I don't know if actual receipts exist, but I've seen it reported. And as far as the stock inflating, I mean, it's arguable that the whole Tesla stock is hype inflation. It's basically a meme stock now. Its price to earnings ratio, it's valued at 40 times more than what Toyota is valued at. And it's just all hype, as we see from like the Cybertruck that you can pull apart with your hands, and the Boring Company, which isn't doing anything. Like a lot of Musk's success is just hype, and obviously Tesla has done well, but it's not here to like save the day as God's gift to mankind, which is how it's made out to be.
So is there a national Tesla takedown group? And so how do people do this in their town? Like how do people do this in their towns?
Yeah. Well, I started first, I was only posting on Reddit. I discovered there was like a local Reddit for my own town. But then I started to go into Indivisible. They have a really good way of notifying people for rallies, and then TeslaTakedown.com. And that's where me and many other people have gotten involved with internal calls, and they've had public calls where people like Jasmine Crockett spoke at one of the calls. So Tesla Takedown has really taken us by the horns. It was founded on the fly organically by some people who have a lot of experience in grassroots organizing and protests. So what you do is you can host your own protest. And by the way, Saturday is the big global day of action, they're calling it, where their Tesla Takedown is trying to get a protest at every single Tesla showroom in the country. There's about 500. And all you have to do is sign up. And then all you do is you show up with a homemade sign. There's ways to get signs online or at Tesla Takedown. They have examples. They have examples of chants you can do. And even one person with a sign can be very effective in piquing people's interest and getting people to pull out their phones and post on social media. What's going on here? So yeah, TeslaTakedown.com might be the best way to go right now, because it's really catching fire with the large group of organizers and people like me who are organizing protests on our own to go and meet.
This is great stuff. And I appreciate the work you're doing, Joel. And we will put a link, obviously, to Tesla Takedown. And folks, get out there. There's it's also, I imagine, a great opportunity to sort of like meet people and organize for what ultimately may be future, I don't know, reasons to organize, whether that's like demonstrations or setting a group or something like that, right?
Oh yeah, I've literally met people out there. I'm helping with 2 protests on Saturday, and I couldn't make one, so I reached out to someone I didn't know to see if they could help sponsor the other one, and they said yes. And I got to tell you, like, hearing the horn honks, the dopamine you get from that is worth like 100 likes on regular social media. It's just invigorating, and it builds on itself, and then everyone's cheering, and hearing all the honks of people driving by also, it's a lot. And it lets you know there's a lot of people out there who are supportive. And I also would say the most honks we get are from Tesla drivers, because you got to think most of the people who buy Teslas are socially conscious, environmentally conscious liberals, and they don't know what to do. So the least they can do is honk and support us. So yeah, it's great. Instead of just staring at your screen or Twitter or Blue Sky and getting upset, getting out there, cheering with other people, it's really invigorating. And yeah, it's growing.
What have you had conversations with any like former Tesla owners or current Tesla owners who are like, I don't know what to do, or I'm just curious?
Yeah, actually had at the Tesla showroom in Burbank. It's a Tesla service center. We interviewed a guy. He went to go try and get out of his lease or try to sell it, and they were giving him a hard time, not being amenable. And everyone who we talked to who has a Tesla and that says they want to get rid of it, they're saying, and it is reported as well, that the used resale value is plummeting. They're underwater. They're stuck. They really want to move on. And there's a lot of other good options. Not just all the major car manufacturers now have great options in electric, but Lucid and VinFast and Rivian, those are all great options. And a lot of those especially the like Rivian and Lucid, are having specials for 0% financing if you trade in your Tesla. So that's a smart way to immediately convert someone to your brand.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right, we're going to put links to Tesla Takedown Joel Lava, thank you so much for your time today. Really appreciate it. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Big fan of Majority Report. Go, guys. Thank you.
All right, thanks. All right, folks.